Hey everyone, Kensurfs here. We're in the shave den and yep, it's time for another shave. This one is going to be a preview. There's a new razor coming out and I have actually been testing the plastic prototype and I've been testing the stainless steel prototype. And when production starts, it's going to come out in aluminum. I happened to get one of the stainless steel versions to try because I wanted a little heavier version. And I'll talk a little bit about it, but I'm gonna kind of show you what it is. All right, so it's from Razer Works. Razer Works, this is the plastic prototype that I was trying. And this is the plastic version. It's a pivoting head. Hang on, one hand. It's got a very strong spring. It's a pivoting head. See what I'm saying? There we go. Very strong spring. This is the plastic version. I've tried it a few times and it takes standard DE blades that have been cut in half. Whoops. I'm gonna put this back together. There we go. Now I'm gonna put away the plastic version. I'm gonna show you the one that I have been trying and I'm going to try today in a shave. Well, they sent me a stainless steel version. Let me open this box up. And again, a prototype. Nice, heavy prototype. Hang on one sec. So this is the Razer Works. I believe it's the R1. They call it the Hammerhead, the R1. And this is going to be available soon. And like I said, this is what she looks like. She's got a pivoting head. There we go, much easier. Pivoting head. And it takes 1/2 of a DE blade that snaps right in there. And I'm gonna show you that operation in a minute. It's got very good magnets. Very good magnet, pops right in. It's been 2.5 years in development. They've made over 400 prototypes. And they've done over 400 prototypes and twice or 3 times as many shaves because they've been testing it. I've been testing, oh God, it had to be 6 months, maybe 8 months ago. The most recent one I received maybe a month or so ago, and I've done a few shaves with it, so I feel quite comfortable with it. And they will be coming out with this in aluminum. It's designed, tested, and manufactured in the USA to make sure it has good quality. It's got a pivoting head. It's got, take standard blades, broke in half. It's got a 30-degree angle for a shave. So it's, I would say it's mid-range, depending on the blade you use in it. I was using Gillette super thins, and I found it to be mild. So I'm going to be trying a Personna blade in this today, and we're going to do a shave with it, and we're going to see how it does. And you can tell, yeah, I do need a shave. It's a premium build, and I don't know if the colors, if it's going to have different colored aluminum handles, or I don't know if it's going to come in different colors yet, but it's very much in the preliminary stages. They have a site they're developing. There's kind of a list you can get on if you're interested, and most of that information is contained in the description of this video. And it's, so far, I've had no complaints, and I'm gonna try it again in front of you right now, and we're gonna see how it does. So, hang on one second, let me move this. I'm gonna be using some familiar products in this shave because, it's the razor, it's really not the products. I'm gonna use Proraso green soap with Proraso Aftershave. And I don't know if I've used the Emperor 3 Simpson brush in Super Badger yet, but I'm going to be using this today. I think it's Super Badger. Yep, Super Badger, Emperor number 3. It's a Simpson brush. I'm going to be using this today. All right. I'm still a little hoarse. It's been almost, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. But I'm pretty much over this cold, but there's still a little remnant, so you can kind of hear it in my voice. So I do apologize for that. So let me show you how this razor loads first. I'm gonna take a Personna blade, And you can snap these blades very easily without hurting yourself. What I do is I bend them in the center. Try not to touch the edges, of course. You're going to hear it snap. Listen. Snap. You open up the blade, and you don't have to snap a DE blade. You can use pre-cut. They have pre-cut blades too that are available. The half blade. It's really the half blade. And we set that down for just a second. This head, I'm going to tip it up so you can see it. The head comes off right there. We've got a magnet there. We've got a magnet there. And it's got notches in the side. Hang on. Notches in the side, and those notches lock into place there. And you can see it just kind of boop, snaps right in. Snaps right in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blade on there. Hang on. Got the blade on there. Now I'm going to let this notch right in. Hang on a second. I'm trying to do this. There we go. Locks right in. There's your blade angle. See that? Locked right into the side, into those notches. It's got some, again, prototype. You can adjust the aggression on it. Again, there's a prototype. The new one will be much easier to deal with, but you can adjust the aggression, and it's got a nice, powerful spring to it. So we're going to be using this today. And what I found, I'm not a masochist, but I was actually trying to cut myself to see how easy it would be to cut yourself. And I was unable to. I was really forcing this razor at the angle and really forcing it. And I was unable to cut myself, and I was trying. So I just wanted to see how easy would it be, to accidentally nick. But so far, no issues. All right. Enough of that. Let us see how we can do. Now, remember, this is my first shave in November. It is No Shave November. And guys are encouraged to let their beards or their mustaches grow out. It really used to be mustache, but more people have beards than mustaches, although mustaches are making a comeback. Did you watch the World Series? Congratulations to the Dodgers. And actually, congratulations to the Blue Jays. You guys played one hell of a game. That was the most exciting World Series I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, I thought, oh, this is over. The Dodgers have lost this. And then, just an amazing game. Both teams, superior players. Congratulations to both of them. But this is the first shave in November, and Movember, No Shave November, is for guys to bring awareness for cancer screening, early cancer screening. And early cancer screening leads to early cancer detection. So whether it's prostate, whether it's colonoscopy, whether it's skin, please get checked out early. If you have some kind of questions, even if you don't have any questions, do your routine physical. It doesn't hurt. It's better to catch stuff in advance than to let it get out of control. That is what No Shave November is all about. So I'm not going to shave off my goatee. I'm going to use it to shave my neck, and I'm going to use it to shave my cheeks. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, wet the face a little bit. I'm going to get soap all over the shirt, so expect it. It's coming. Got the Emperor there. Mix this right up in the tub. Oh, nice. Nice. I like the menthol smell of that. Very nice. I've been wanting to do this shave for a while, but I have just been postponing everything. And again, they're not quite available, but there's going to be a sign-up list if you're interested and to get more information. And I've actually seen a couple of YouTubers do shaves with this razor already. So there we go. Razer Works. What a really nice razor. And again, there's going to be stands. I've seen they've got all sorts of accessories, but again, I got a prototype. I don't think they're going to have it in stainless. Not immediately, but they will be having it in aluminum. Okay, up against the face. You can see, you can control the angle, and I am pushing. Hear the feedback? That worked much better than the Gillette super thin. This one is a little more aggressive. It's very smooth, by the way. Very smooth. And I'm just, again, see, there we go. The razor's doing the work. And that's how it should be. A lot of these razor companies, when they're first starting out, if you can get in on the ground floor. Look, again, I use Henson as an example. I got one of their early razors, and now they're so dang popular, I don't think they even know I exist. But I'm really pushing on this. And if I were to push this hard with a DE razor, I would almost guarantee, and you can hear that head snapping back and forward, I would definitely be cutting myself. And oh my goodness, I did not cut myself. And if I was just heading to work, I'd be good to go. Feels good. Not quite BBS, but for a one pass, that feels really good. But here I am, I like talking to you. So we're gonna do 2 passes at least and see how it goes. Yeah, so Grant, I've been talking to Grant, the owner, and man, he was, I was just impressed with the quality of the company and the 2 gents who are really running this company. I suspect it's going to be a good success, and I suspect they're going to have many models or colors and varieties, and it's just, thank you for letting me try it for you. I guess, as opposed to just, you know, the average Joe who's, you know, doing their shaving, you know, I got like over 1,000 videos. I've probably done hundreds different razors. So, and I did have some input. And I shared the input with them, and I think they took it serious, and I think they're using it. And I do believe that on one of the links within the description of this video, they're gonna kind of give the viewers of the channel some kind of, you know, priority or preference. I don't know if it's in the discount or what, but there is gonna be some kind of preference for you if you use the link. What it feels is very futuristic, this. See it? You can see it pivoting and snapping. Listen. Kind of like that. Snap, snap. And I was definitely wanting to see, it's not easy to cut yourself. At least I'm not, it's not easy for me to cut myself. Maybe, you know, maybe I've got a little leather skin, being the little fart that I am, but hear that? There's no more feedback because it got it all. Got it all very smooth. Very nice. There's your pivot. There's your springs. And like I said, it's nice to see good quality designed, tested, and manufactured in the United States. So they can really keep some good quality control as opposed to some of the things who may come from overseas. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you buy a cheaper razor from other parts of the world. Maybe they're not always dialed in, and maybe there's some adjustments you need to be made. But this one, out of the box, without adjusting the aggressiveness, is great for me. So I can't complain unless I cut myself and, you know, it doesn't work. And that's not the case, and not the case here. It just seems like a very good quality instrument. And that's all a razor is, right? It's an instrument. it's an instrument to get the job done. You need to shave, you need to have a clean cut look. The razor will do it. Now I would have been pretty embarrassed if I was trying to cut myself and I actually did cut myself. That's why I'm wearing red, you know, or well, it's orange, but this is not the case. So I'm told that production will be starting, or they'll be releasing, hopefully they said around Black Friday of this month. So, you know, that's around Thanksgiving. So there's enough time for you to do your research and say, hey, is this something I want? I don't know the price point yet. Again, I got a prototype. I got a stainless steel one. The aluminum one is probably going to come in at a much lower price point than the stainless steel would, because we all know stainless steel, of course, is more expensive. Aluminum I like, it's a little lighter. The plastic one was very light. And again, a prototype, you know, but still cool to own. So I've got that. All right, let's put a little aftershave on there. So Grant and everybody at, you know, at Razer Works, very good, in my humble opinion. Oh, now there's a nice burn too, which means I got a really close shave. A nice burn, really close shave, new razor, using DE blades, which are super, super inexpensive. So, I mean, you know, it checks all my boxes for, you know, an ideal razor. And as far as a travel razor, it kind of looks like a cartridge razor. So, but I'm not advising you try to get on a plane with blades. But you probably get on with this razor, no issue. But yeah, I think DE blades are prohibited on travel. But hey, a good razor for traveling too. And something good to add to your collection. All right. Well, a successful shave. Good razor coming out. I've got another item I'm going to be previewing soon. And I'm going to be releasing a couple of more videos coming up with some new items that I've been testing and trying out for the first time. So this one was one I was really excited to show you. And I wasn't quite sure when they were going to let me release the video. And they go, well, you can release it in advance, no problem. You can do a shave, you can talk about it. I don't want to talk about a razor and not use it, you know. I want to use it and see if it works. And you can see if it works. You're the witnesses, so here we are. All right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're interested in this product, please take a look in the description of this video and check it out and let me know your thoughts. But I'm very satisfied with it, and I think it's going to be a great addition. They're probably going to sell out very quickly. So if there's a list, you might want to get on it. It's up to you. You know, I'm not telling you have to buy or not, but I would definitely take a look because I'm very impressed. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. All right, everybody, thanks again. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in.